James Cooley Show. It's Your Life can be heard every Sunday at 6 p.m. right here on 660 AM The Answer in Dallas-Fort Worth. Life is full of circles, cycles, phases, and stages. It's your choice to ignore them or embrace them. Motivational speaker, author, military veteran, and founder of the JC Cooley Foundation, James Cooley, and his guests will inspire and equip you to strive for your own greatness and overcome adversities. Listen to the James Cooley Show, It's Your Life, every Sunday at 6 p.m. right here on 660 AM The Answer in Dallas-Fort Worth.
JC Cooley.
Well, welcome to the Dr. James JC Cooley Show. It's your life. Wow,
Yes.
wow. What a great way to kick off Black History Month here at the Dr. James JC Cooley Show. We have the most special guest. Can't imagine a more special guest to kick off Black History Month. My name is Dr. Renee Toppin, and I am your guest co-host today. And it is my esteemed privilege to have the honor of introducing the one, the only, for whom the show is named, Dr. James JC Cooley. Yes, you heard me right. Dr. Cooley is our guest today, and it is going to be a phenomenal time. So I want you to share this link with everyone that you know. You're not going to want to miss this. So I have my partner, my driver. She's driving the controls today, helping with this show, Dr. Millicent Driver, and she's going to do the honors of introducing the one and only, His Royal Highness, if you will. Yes, Dr. James JC Cooley. Dr. Millicent, please tell us everything there is to know about the accolades, the professional accomplishments, the achievements of Dr. James JC Cooley.
Yes, I will. And I promise you there is a lot to say. So let me get started as we introduce Dr. James JC Cooley. So we're going to introduce Ambassador Sub-King, His Royal Highness, Dr. James JC Cooley of the Agana Kasakrom Kingdom, which is Ghana, Central Africa. He's a retired Navy officer, an entrepreneur, a best-selling author, a community activist, a motivational speaker whose primary focus is on youth development. His slogan, to dream big, think big, be big at everything you do, has inspired audiences during his speeches to the United States military, Rotary clubs, churches, boys and girls clubs, high schools, as well as middle schools and local community events. Dr. Cooley, his accolades and accomplishments include his a doctorate of philosophy in Christian leadership and business from Veridian Christian University, 2025. He has an honorary doctorate degree of advanced studies in psychology from Azteca University, 2025. He is the first recipient of the WETA, and I will give you the acronyms, WETATI Academy's Life Achieving the Impossible Award in 2024. The recipient of the prestigious Lifetime Achievement Award for 2024 on behalf of the International Association of Top Professionals. Top Military Entrepreneur and Community Activist of the Year for 2023 on behalf of the International Association of Top Professionals, one of the latest honorees for Who's Who of the Industries Global 2023. This covers over 100 countries. He is one of the world's top 50 people in 2023 to be honored for this prestigious award. Selected by Unified Brains and 8 other worldwide organizations, honorees are selected based on their contributions, leadership abilities, unwavering commitment, extraordinary vision, and their overall achievements in the betterment of mankind in their respective industries. Dr. Cooley has a doctorate degree from the International University of Entrepreneurology. Okay. He is also the recipient of the TIUA School of Business Entrepreneur of the Year Award in 2023. Recipient of the TIUA School of Business Chairman Award in recognition for his exemplary leadership, unwavering commitment, transformative vision, understanding, focus, and inspiring guidance to all. Recipient of the 44th President Obama Presidential Legacy Lifetime Achievement Award in 2023, the 46th President Biden Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award in 2022, and holds an honorary doctorate of philosophy degree from the Trinity International University of Ambassadors from TIUA School of Business and part of the United Nations. Dr. Cooley was presented with the 1992 Senior Enlisted Admiral Gallery and the Rican Award of Merit for the Cooley Fitness Show Breakfast Tutoring Program for Underprivileged Academically at-Risk Students, the first of its kind in the United States. He is also selected as one of the first George H. Bush 1,000 Points of Light recipients for outstanding community service. He was awarded and the recipient of the ABC Channel 10 Salute to San Diego Military Heroes Award for April 2015, special airing on ABC 10 and ABC.com worldwide, and this was on May 18, 2015. Dr. Cooley began his Navy career as an enlisted sailor. Through hard work and extreme dedication to excellence, James worked his way up through the ranks to reach the rank of E9, Master Chief Petty Officer, prior to closing out his enlisted record of 15 years. He was then selected and served as a U.S. Navy commissioned officer for 8 years and obtained the rank of lieutenant. After 23 years of military service, Dr. Cooley retired and worked for the U.S. government and DoD aerospace industry and started his own company as a U.S. government contractor. Dr. Cooley is the Chancellor of Veridian Christian University. He is also the President and CEO of JC Cooley Innovation Solutions, LLC, and the JC Cooley Foundation Options and Opportunities, the Choice Program. The goal of his organization is to establish partnerships with schools, churches, clubs, businesses, and others in the community. And his community outreach centers is to teach our youth and young adults his philosophy of the 4 C's: to create, to collaborate, commit, and most importantly, confidence. These principles lead to character building. His mission is to ensure that we equip our today's youth to be our future leaders of tomorrow. In addition, the JC Cooley Foundation has given out over 200 scholarships to deserving high school seniors to ensure they have a starting point for higher learning, which includes technical schools, junior college, or a 4-year university. Dr. Cooley is the CEO and president of the It's Your Life Media Television, which is under the E360 TV network. He is also and the president of Cooley Books Publishing Company. Dr. Cooley is the international and national television host of It's Your Life with Dr. James JC Cooley. The show is live on over 80 live streaming platforms, including E360 TV, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Roku, Apple TV, Twitter, Instagram, and other streaming networks, which can be seen and heard in over 170 countries. Dr. Cooley is the founder, CEO, and president of Cooley Books Publishing Company. He has authored and been featured as a co-author in various books, including a #1 bestseller book titled Joy 365, a devotional for joy restoration in 2024, the #1 Amazon released, and a #1 Amazon bestseller book entitled A Black Man's Point of View, Mind, Body, and Soul. And this was in 2023. Country Boy, City Boy, A Journey That Ain't Over Yet. That was in 2020. And it's also an audiobook narrated by none other than Mr. James Cooley himself. This is in 2021. The Book of Knowledge, Your Pathway to Enlightenment, 2015, and My Path, which is in 2024. Dr. Cooley's educational background includes a doctoral study at Concordia University, EDD, Transformational Leadership, a Master's of Public Administration from Central Michigan University, an Executive MBA Master's Certificate, and Executive Master Certificate of Transformational Non-for-Profit Leadership and Management from the University of Notre Dame. He graduated from Villanova University with several master's certificates in Six Sigma Black Belt Certified, Lean Enterprise Solutions, Applied Project Management, Masters in IT Project Management, Masters in Information Security Management, Government, Masters in Information System Security, and a Masters in Organization Leadership. Dr. Cooley is a husband, a father, and a grandfather who resides in Tamaluca, California, and Fort Worth, Texas, with his wife of 17 years, Michelle. Wow,
awesome.
That is
awesome. Come on, give it up. Awesome. Wow. Talk about global impact, influence. Wow. My goodness, you must be 110 years old.
I feel that way every day. I feel that way every day.
But you
that
have
is amazing.
A lifetime of achievements in such a short time. You are truly managing the time God gave you on this earth to do incredible things. And I am so happy to have you here today on your own show.
It's an absolute pleasure having you two here. And for those that do not know, Renee will be hosting my show from 8th of February for 2 weeks, actually. And, it's going to be fun. But I'll tell you what, can we take a station break before we get off into anything? Because we have to take a station break.
Absolutely.
So,
don't go anywhere.
As Renee and as Millicent has said, if you want to be part of this great conversation, all you have to do is just go to the platform that you're watching this on. Ask any question that you might have. I promise you we'll get you an answer. It's your life, and we'll see you shortly after the break.
I am Dr. Renee.
All right.
I am Dr. Renee.
All right. Everybody. Hey. 1, 2. It's. Hey. It's your life with Dr. James JC Cooley. That's right. It's Dr. James JC Cooley. It's your life show. Dr. James JC Cooley.
Well, welcome back to the Dr. James JC Cooley Show, a very, very special edition where I, Dr. Renee Toppin, get to interview the gentleman for which the show is named, who owns the show, produces the show, Dr. James JC Cooley himself. Hey, Dr. Cooley, are you ready to get right into these questions?
It's fun being on the hot seat every now and then. So absolutely.
Yes, we want to know everything about you, whatever we can find out about how you have managed to achieve so much impact, help so many people, especially the youth. For the amount of years that you've been on the earth, you've done the work of 5 men. And so we want to get right into that. So, Dr. Cooley, my first question is, what lessons did the United States Navy teach you that you still live by today?
Well, I like to say honesty, integrity, and ethics, because going into the Navy at a very young age, not having these pillars, because in my case, I didn't grow up in a two-family household. My mom had to take care of all of us. My mom had 10 kids, and 10 kids by 6 different guys, and was never married. But we cling around my mother. My mother was everything to us. And sometimes a woman just cannot teach a man or a young man all the things that that person needs to develop and grow. So I entered the Navy, and not knowing where that was going to lead me. But I had never been away from home. I left the Navy, and the first thing that I saw was, 80, 90 other folks had just left home that same day, and that we all had to learn to live among each other, had to learn to trust each other, and had to learn to grow with each other. So, and during that time, just like I mentioned, you have to learn to trust yourself. You have to be honest with yourself, and you have to do the right things. So that's what I abide by mostly today from my teaching from the Navy and great leaders, and just making mistakes, getting back up, falling down, getting back up until you get it right. I think all of those things are so important as it relates to growth.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I do know, this is my first time hearing about where you started and in your childhood. So it's even more amazing knowing where you came from to what you did with those circumstances and how much you use those circumstances to become the man you are today and impact the lives that you're impacting today. Dr. Cooley, what adjective best describes your work ethic?
Perseverance is what I would like to be known as, because I'm very persistent about certain things, especially when I feel that I can get it right or do it right. I'm going to consistently do my best to try to achieve whatever goal that might means. So perseverance is the adjective that I would choose.
And we can tell by your many accolades that when you start something, you finish it. So with all of your accomplishments, I cannot imagine that you started anything that you didn't finish. Multiple degrees, multiple awards. So perseverance, it sounds like that would be the adjective. That is amazing. So here's something I want to talk about, and everybody I'm sure listening who knows you wants to know about. In 2 weeks, you have an installment. And listening audience, if you don't know what an installment is, I encourage you to Google it. You're going to be even more excited if you Google the word Enstoolment, Enstoolment. And you have an installment ceremony coming up in Ghana within the next 2 weeks. Please tell us how that came about and how that is going to help you impact even more lives in Africa.
Well, just like you said, if they look up Enstoolment, Enstoolment means leader, it means chief, it means king, or it could mean queen. How this all came about is over the last few years, I've been accustomed with, hanging out with royalty, getting an opportunity to know them through my other endeavors. And you meet royalty and you mingle with them, you learn from them, they learn from you. And when they get back to their kingdoms, they want to share some of the things that we talked about and that they learned from myself and what I have learned from them. And that carries a long way with the kingdoms. And they invite you to come and visit them. This particular kingdom, I ran across this particular king in Tanzania, and he invited me back to his kingdom like 3 weeks later, and it was like, okay, I don't know what this is going to consist of, but he invited me back to his kingdom to go to a festival, traditional festival. And during the time I was back in his kingdom, he introduced me to the other kings and queens around the different kingdoms, and we all became friends. I guess, chatting and hanging out and talking. And he said, hey, I want to talk to you about something that I've been talking with the other kings and queens about. And I said, okay, what that is? He said, give us a day or two. So now I'm even more curious. The bottom line is that he went and talked to them, and it was 29, I believe, 29 kings. He said, we have decided to select you as our ambassador to our kingdom, to the United States. Wow, what does that mean? He said, you will be representing us, our kingdoms, wow, as ambassador in the United States. That was shocking. It was like, wow, okay. Then the next day he came back and said, hey, we just had another meeting. We are going to make you our development king of the whole kingdom. And I'm in shock. I said, have this ever happened before? He said, no, never. Not in our kingdom. Never. This is the first of its kind. So he said, think about it. First thing came to my mind was, look, I'm going to have to tell Michelle, see how she think about this.
Right.
And he said, take your time. He said, but that's what we voted on, and it's 29 to 0. So I came back, I said, yes, I will accept both. And he asked me to get ready for ceremony the next day. I did not know what this consists of. And so I wanted, if it's okay with you, can I show them what an enstoolment is?
Absolutely. We can't wait.
Here we go. Wow.
Amazing. Absolutely beautiful. And you know, the word tells us, Dr. Cooley, that your gift will make room for you and bring you before great men. And so when you were born, you know, under the circumstances under which you were born, Jeremiah 29:11 says, I know the plans that I have for you. So God has plans to take you all over the world. And not only is leadership in you, people can see leadership on you. And that's a very, very unique quality in a leader, that people can immediately recognize the power of your leadership and the power of your presence. My next question is, you went to Africa for the first time. Before you went, did you have any preconceived notions of what Africa was going to be like? And what has changed? Has anything you thought changed? And is it different than what you expected?
You know, let me put it like this. I went to Africa when I was 19. I was in the Navy. I was on a ship. We went to Africa, pulled into Mombasa. I think that's what it was. I got off the ship one time, walked out there, looked around, and got back on the ship. And I said, I'm never getting off the ship again. Because, I mean, first of all, young, not having an understanding of where I was at, where I was, the motherland. I was so naive and not knowing. And that carried out through my life for a while until I said, I got to go back to the motherland. That little dumb boy, which I'm talking about myself, that had an opportunity to explore and turned it down because he did not he was listening to other folks that had never been there, and there's all the preconceived thoughts and this, you know. So um, it took me 50 something years to go back over there, you know. And this time when I went, I said, I want to explore. I want to know where I came from, because without me knowing where I came from, I don't know where I'm going. There's no way that you can know where you're going if you don't know where you came from. And people have a way of influencing you or others. You don't never want to go over there. Have you ever been? No. so
Right.
so when I went back there, went to Tanzania, and I did not have any preconceived ideas. I said, I'm gonna go with wherever this takes me. We get there. It's so beautiful. It's so wonderful. I did not want to leave. I mean, I just did not want to leave there. I wanted to explore as much as Africa as possible. So,
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
Zanzibar, I'm sure you heard of Zanzibar.
Yes.
Oh, it's Zanzibar, just the traditions, the history of slavery, the 1612. People don't want to talk about that. People coming over in Africa, taking all the slaves,
Yeah.
all of that history is there. You get an opportunity to see it and talk to the people. So, to answer your question, Dr. Renee, my whole thought process is getting back over there. Getting back over there.
You have an assignment. God gave you an assignment there, and that's powerful.
Absolutely.
Absolutely powerful. My next question, Dr. Cooley, is what inspired you to create the James C. Cooley Foundation, and what personal experiences shaped its mission?
Yeah, that's a very good question, by the way. I was telling you a story about my mom had 10 kids by six different
Mhm.
fathers, and she was
Mhm.
never married. My mom had to take care of all 10 of us all by herself. I mean, just by herself. And she could not take care of 10 kids. So that she had picked of her 10 to go there with her sister and the sister's husband and my grandmother. Out of 10, I'm number 7 out of 10, and my brother Jerry number 6. I don't know how she went down the list, but she chose myself and Jerry to go to Alabama to live with um, my aunt and uncle and mother. And and you know what? It seemed like it was a very bad thing at the time,
Mm-hmm.
but um, it was because we leave in the project, right? Went to me and my brother Jerry. Well, we had running water inside the project. We had all of that stuff, games and all. To go into a place where there was no running water, there was no indoor plumbing, there was a wooden stove that you cooked on, and there was no lights. You had kerosene lights. It's like Little House on the Prairie. You had to run outside and catch your food. Uh, no, you had to go catch your food. And then, hey, come on and get me one of them chicken. You have to run. That chicken ain't gonna. He gonna run or she. All of them, and then they're gonna jump on you and peck you. So. But you know what? We're gonna take a station break. So
Yeah.
I come back with that story right there because I think it's important on why I started my nonprofit organization.
Absolutely. We'll be right back with It's Your Life with Dr. James JC Cooley.
All right.
Dr. Renee Toppin, founder of Black Women Who Want More. At Black Women Who Want More, we are proud listeners and dedicated fans of It's Your Life with Dr. James JC Cooley. Are you ready for more out of your life? Join us at Black Women Who Want More Academy, where women of color boldly pursue excellence as public speakers, authors, leaders, and entrepreneurs. This is your life. This is your moment. Today is the day you begin the journey toward your dreams at bwwmacademy.com. And welcome back to the Dr. JC Cooley Show, and It's Your Life. And we are here. If you just joined us, we are here with the gentleman for which this program is named, the owner, the CEO, and he has some exciting things going on in his life. And he's here to tell us all about everything as much as he can within the next few minutes. So when we left before commercial break, we were talking about the JC Cooley Foundation. And Dr. Cooley, you mentioned that you went from one living situation to one that appeared to be worse, so to speak, with chasing your food down the street around the yard and no watering in the house and no electricity. But I represent to you, Dr. Cooley, that given the time and the place in the South, that I believe that could have been God moving you to a place of safety and sometimes inconvenience and being taken out of our comfort zone. is the way that God keeps us safe and protects us from danger seen and unseen. So I'm so glad God sent you to chase those chickens and that you're still here with us today. So did you want to expound more on that experience about?
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Absolutely. And funny you said that. It was a place of safety because when I went there, I thought the worst thing in the world had happened to me and my brother. Um, Taken away from my siblings, not really taken away, but my mom, they had to have seen something in us. So one thing that when we was in Chattanooga, Tennessee, prior to moving, going to Alabama, it was so many of us and love and all of that. It was there, but it wasn't enough to share, if
Yeah.
that makes any sense.
Yep.
By going to Alabama, not having all of these things, and then you had to work at 6 and 7 years old. I had to get out there and pick cotton. Me and my uncle and my brother Jerry had to get out there and pick cotton uh, because that's how we made the little money that we had. Uh, and we had chores where we had to bring 15 gallons of water in the house, the firewood, everything. So what that led us to is hard work
Yes.
because if you did not do your portion, the family could not do their portion by feeding the family and doing a lot of other things. So that was a pecking order in everything that we learned to do. When you only got 15 gallons of water to cook with, to bathe in, to do everything, and you got four people, well, really five. Uncle Robert took his bath first, and then uh, aunt, my aunt Jen took her grandma, then Jerry. By the time the water got to me,
It was
it didn't look like water no more.
Oh no. Oh no, Dr. Cooley.
No, but what this build is a work ethic, and it
That's
builds uh, integrity. That hey, we got to do these things. So you asked about my program. Um, when I got back to Chattanooga, Tennessee, I went back when I was 11, and one thing about Alabama which taught me so much, and that was God sent, is we did not have what we call school. We had what we call a schoolhouse. A schoolhouse is where all of the kids, 6 all the way up to 18, is in the same classroom,
Mhm.
learning from each other. They have you separated. So everything that the seniors and everything the middle, and all the way down to us, we learn the same thing. Well, that led me, and I knew that when I got back to Tennessee, I came back. Most of the kids, they make fun of me. They call me country because dressed up and accent. But I was the only one reading on the grade level, or 2 grades ahead of the rest of them. And so that was a blessing in disguise that God had prepared me uh,
Yeah.
for that. And not just those things, He prepared me for the nasty names when they tell you that you're not going to amount to nothing. I
Oh
was told
boy.
that many times, you ain't going to amount to nothing. You're not. Um, so that was a godsend uh, to, to me. And so I went on through life until I up to going into the Navy, and then I saw things that were happening in our communities that over the years that a lot of these kids went through it just like me, maybe not the same way. And I said, I'm going to create a program to ensure that everybody knows that they got purpose, regardless of wherever they came from, regardless of their situation or circumstances.
Yeah.
I said, I am going to do all I can. You know, especially I was saved, Christian, all that. And God had planted that in my heart and my mind. You know, education is so important to me. I went to school for 40 years. I don't know if you,
Yeah, you got 25, 60, 100 degrees.
you know, but that was to show and teach others. If someone told me I couldn't do it, or I wasn't smart enough, instead of going and trying to do that, I'd go out and get the degree.
Yeah.
I mean, I work, go out and get it. And we want to instill the options, opportunity / the choice program into a form where kids, young adults, parents, communities could lock in on those the same way that I did and learn from mentors that's going to show and teach them the right way or things. Now, everybody's not going to pick it up. So my program starts off with what we call the 4 C's: create, collaborate, commit with confidence. Let me say it
Yes,
one more
yes,
time.
yes. Mhm.
Create, collaborate, commit with confidence. These are the pillars that we go by
Amen.
in the 4 C's. And I'm a strong believer. If you follow those 4 C's and the way that we break it down in camps and teachings, and we're gonna do this overseas as well, it creates what we call the big C. The big C is called character. Life is about character. And
Mhm.
so that's where I stand for. That's why I created that program back in 2013. And since we have created that program, we have been striving, mentorship, mission trips. We have given away over 250 scholarships, and we're going to continue that trend this year. And I just get passionate when I'm talking about that because that's that's my heart. That's where I'm at.
Absolutely. And we start with the youth. That's how we change lives. And so the way your life was changed just by being chosen to be removed from your environment, you are impacting so many lives at that critical point in high school, the decision making point in their life. What gaps did you see in other youth programs that you wanted to address, that you
Well,
just said, I have to jump in here and do something because this is missing?
in most, I say most youth programs, uh, most of the schools, counselors want to treat it as a babysitting service. And just because a kid is not acting a certain way or whatever, they feel that kid is untrainable. The kid, you can't reach him. When the only thing that kid needs is love. I mean, you approach the kid accordingly. Let the kid talk to you. Both. It goes both ways.
Yeah.
Uh, because you never know what's going on in that person's mind. And if they believe in you and they open up and they trust you, I have had many kids that open up and trust, and you just get a relationship with them. Take them fishing. I take them all over the place. Take them to museums. I mean, they open up because they believe in you. So a lot of programs are not doing that. It's kind of like a detention center or a babysitting service, or the mother's just getting them out the way. Mother, father, all depends on how that is. We had to reach them where they at, and that's where I came in and said I got to be part of these kids' lives in the best that I can.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to take a station break right now and we're going to come right back. Don't you go anywhere. Want you to share this link. Want you to get people on this show with the incomparable His Royal Highness, Dr. James JC Cooley. And it's your life. We'll be right back.
Oh, it's your life with Dr. James JC Cooley. That's right. It's Dr. James JC Cooley. It's your life show. Yeah. Dr. James JC Cooley.
Hi. How everybody doing? I'm Dr. James JC Cooley, the founder of the JC Cooley Foundation, the host of the It's Your Life International Worldwide, talking about how things are in life. Things can be easy if you're a believer. If you're a believer and if you believe in yourself, most importantly, have confidence in yourself. You can do anything that you set your mind to because it's already implanted in you. One other thing I want to talk about is the JC Cooley Foundation. The foundation is built to give our youth and our young adults the foundation and abilities to grow, expand, and be our future leaders of tomorrow. Because you are our future leaders of tomorrow. We are going to bless at least 8 to 12 of these future leaders of tomorrow through the JC Cooley Scholarship Foundation. And the criteria is, first of all, you got to be involved in the community. Second of all, you have to be a future leader. You have to feel it in yourself. Thirdly, you got to want to exceed and excel. So more information will be coming out on how you can apply for these scholarships. And more information will be coming out on how I will be connecting with a lot of the schools and the churches to talk about you, our future leaders of tomorrow. My motto is always dream big, think big, and be big at everything you do. I tell you what, hang in there. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Talk to you later. Peace out.
Well, welcome back to It's Your Life with Dr. James JC Cooley is our special guest, the man for whom the show is named, the one and only, and we are having a great conversation here. Yes. My name is Renee Toppin. I am a guest host on the Dr. James JC Cooley show, and we are ushering in Black History Month. Please type in the comment section any questions you have for our special guest. He would love to share more about the foundation based on your questions, more about the Enstoolment based on your questions. We love hearing from the studio audience. And my next question to open, we're almost out of time. We're going to have a part 2, 3, and 4, especially when you come back from the Enstoolment. But my next question is there one story in particular that has stayed with you, a success story from the Choice program?
I can think of quite a few that stick to my mind. From the Choice program, I can tell you about the inception of the Choice program. This story I will never, ever forget. It was an older man named Don Dixon. Now, I'm always at the gym, and I'm always right by the steam room or the sauna. And this guy, white guy, kept seeing people come out. Every time they came out the steam room or came in the gym, they come over there and talk with me. This was crazy. This still happens every day. It still happens every day right now. And he was sitting back, like, observing me, like 5 days. He said, "Sir, who are you?" I said, I'm JC Cooley. He said, "I have observed you for the last week and a half, 2 weeks. Everybody come out here, come over there and talk, sit down and chat with you." And I said, "Well, I pretty much know everybody in here." He said, I never seen nobody with that type of presence. I said, I don't know what you're saying. So long and short of the story, he watched it a couple more days and he said, hey, JC Cooley, can you come and speak at our Rotary Club?
That's awesome.
I said, what is a Rotary Club? First of all, never knew what it was. He said, I think that your presence at our Rotary Club might help some of these people out. So I said, sure, well, if I can be any help. 2 days later, he came back and said, hey, you locked in on that? Can you be here Wednesday? I said, sure. So long and short of the story, this Rotary Club is located in Fallbrook. It was the home of the major hub for the Ku Klux Klan. No. Just no joke. The Ku Klux Klan, David Duke, all them, whoever they is. Right? So there were no black members of the club. And then when I told somebody about it, they said, you going up there? Yeah, me and Michelle going up there. I'm going to speak. And so we get there. Everybody knew who I was, me and Michelle, before we even walked through the thing. The golf courses, they had banged and had my picture up all over the place. And long and short of the story, I went in there, and it seemed like people were betting on what's going to be the menu for me. Chicken.
Okay.
No, this is no joke. I swear this. So anyway, get in there, and they having the meeting, all that, and then this guy Don said, "Hey, I want everybody to stop, take a pause, read this guy's resume. You ain't never seen nothing like this before." And so he did that like 3 times, and I looked at Michelle, and by that time it came time for them to introduce me. They did not know anything about me other than what we had presented a resume to. And he came up and they introduced me, and I was pissed off. By that time, I told my speech up. And went up there. They introduced me. I thanked the president. I thanked everybody. I said, I want to thank each and every last one of you. I said, I noticed that you all kept saying, hey, you got to read his resume. You got to look at it. I ain't nobody like that. I said, I understand what you all are saying. I said, but have you ever went to a library and said, can you show me a book on love? And the librarian said, yeah. Pull out that big old barrel of books. It's all on love. It's all about love. And you pick up a book from that. This ain't not what. Then you grab another one. Pretty cover back and paper all on, looking all beautiful. You throw a couple of regular books to the side. And you pick up one more. This not. Then all of a sudden you reach down and grab one of the regular books. And you read the regular book and say, wow, this is exactly what I want. I said, that's how you all make me feel. I would want those regular books because you guys were judging me on what you see on paper, what you see in my resume, but you guys did not give me an opportunity to explain who I am.
Oh, wow.
I said, the lesson I want you all to take from here is regardless of how it look on the outside, in order for you to understand the content on the inside, you got to read the book. I said, never judge a book by its cover. They jumped up, gave me a round of applause. And I said, now let me tell you about James Cooley. 2 weeks later, that guy came to my house and wrote me a check for $50,000 and said, "Go start the JC Cooley Foundation."
Oh, look at God.
Amazing.
Woo!
That's how we got started.
Wow, that's amazing.
Awesome. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are out of time. Hey, if you want a part 2, you want to hear some more about Dr. JC Cooley on his very own show, It's Your Life. We want you to go ahead and type that in the comment section. Watch the replay over and over and over. Bigger things are about to happen. Why? Because he dreams big, thinks big, and he is doing big things all over the world. We want to thank our sponsors for tuning in today. We want to thank all of you who support us, the fans of the Dr. JC Cooley Show. Welcome to Black History Month, and it's your life.
Can I say one thing before we go? Is the sponsor for February is none other than Black women who want more. So I want to thank you. I want to thank you. And I tell you what, continue to tune in. You got a lot of great shows coming your way. Just remember, dream big, think big, and be big at everything you do. It's your life, and we'll be back tomorrow. Same time, same place. We'll see you then.
Doctor.